got so motherfucking design on right now. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. I got 3 old guys on the block.
That versus James Holt, 251594.
Again, Your Honor, Neil DeBlois here on behalf of James Holt. Mr. Holt, can you hear us? Please state your name, sir.
James Thomas Holt.
All right, and so, Mr. DeBlois, you have requested to withdraw the request for competency evaluation on behalf of your client, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And you also were the attorney that represented Mr. Holt at the arraignment on November 13th, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And at the time that you represented Mr. Holt at the arraignment, you had concerns that Mr. Holt had potentially some competency issues. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And today, after speaking with Mr. Holt, you no longer have those concerns.
I don't believe Mr. Holt is, I believe he's confident. I believe he understands, as I expressed earlier, that he's lucid. He understands the consequences of his actions, and he rationally and reasonably wishes to try to resolve this case today if possible. To say that I don't have, as far as his competency, I think he's competent.
Okay. And you also believe that on November 13th, potentially, I signed that. That potentially his competency issues or concerns may have been due to some substance that may have still been in his system.
That's quite possible. As I recall,
Okay.
he was allegedly involved in a matter at the CVS store here in Wyandotte. And when I spoke with him, just a few hours after he had been arrested and held in custody, he was, as I say, scattered, disjointed, and understandably somewhat confused.
If I may say, earlier before that, I had gotten robbed. My phone was taken from me. I just wanted to shed some light as to why I was a little bit scattered.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We're going to get to you in just one moment, but thank you very much for interjecting that. Okay, the court will grant the request to withdraw the competency evaluation. So Ally, I don't know what we have to do on our end to notify CFP, but
Okay.
we'll have to do something, I'm sure, but. Okay, and so then counsel, you want to proceed with the pretrial, correct?
Yes, sure. I've had a chance to review this with Mr. Holt, and I believe he made a he rationally understands what he's facing to the attorney, and the discharge one count of trespass.
Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
And sir, you heard the plea that was placed on the record, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Well, your charge is trespassing, and that appears to be pleading to, correct?
Could you say that again? I'm sorry, the mic kind of cut out.
Trespassing is what it says that you're going to be pleading guilty to, what you're charged with.
Yes.
All right, and so as to that charge, sir, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
You've also gone over your rights with your attorney, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand all of those rights.
Yes.
You also understand by entering into a plea that you'll be waiving some of those rights.
Yes.
Excuse me. You also understand, sir, the possible penalty as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court, or administrative agency.
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing all of that, do you want to continue with your plea?
Yes.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No, Your Honor.
Any immigration issues?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And counsel, if you can please ready your client.
Hello, Mr. Holt. Do you recall being in the city of Wyandotte around the 12th of November?
Yes.
And you, found yourself in a CVS, a private business, is that correct?
Yes,
And at some point, the, employees of CVS had asked you to leave the store, is that correct?
no, actually, I had asked somebody to call the hospital, and the police ended up showing up and I got arrested.
So,
It was fine.
so
Well, if you're confused, I'm confused.
as I understand it, well, let me say this, the police report states that you were lying on the floor in the CVS, you recall that?
Yes, I do. I recall that.
Okay, and is that normal behavior in a CVS?
No, I was just scared because I got robbed. I swear, like that's like I
And
take
so did the employee object to your conduct there?
could you repeat that?
So did the employees object to your conduct there, laying on the floor in the CVS?
Well, they called for me and they tried to get an ambulance.
Apparently they called the police. Did you acknowledge they didn't want you there?
Do I acknowledge what? I'm sorry.
I said, do you acknowledge that they didn't want you there? They called the police, not an ambulance, because the police are out.
I didn't realize because the way that they called made it sound like they were calling an ambulance for me. So
Mr. DeBoy, would you like a breakout room with your client again?
Yes,
Okay. All right, the court's not going to accept the plea at this point. We'll recall this matter.
thank you.
Thank you. I don't know if he needs the police report to review that. So we're on the record. We're recalling the matter of James Holt, 251594.
Randy, I already know why we have James, the whole station name, sir?
James Thomas Holt.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and so counsel,
Yeah, fair to proceed with the, what they're,
all right, and so we've established everything except the factual basis. So counsel?
yes, Your Honor. Mr. Holt, you do recall being in the CVS, pharmacy in Wyandotte on about the 12th of this month, correct?
Yes, sir.
And, you've already testified that at some point the, police removed you from that store, correct?
They removed me. Yes.
And do you admit that prior to that date, somewhere on October 21st, CVS had trespassed you, meaning that you had been there and they ordered that you not return to their premises, that being sometimes known as being trespassed. You do admit that, you do recall that.
Yes, sir.
So you knew that you were not supposed to be there on November 12th, but you went in there in spite of that, is that correct?
Yeah, admittedly, it was a bit of like a lapse in judgment because I had gotten robbed like earlier that day, like I said, with my phone and stuff. Like it was an honest like mistake. I just want to.
Again, just for clarity, you were trespassed from the store. They advised you, they required you not to return, and you knew that. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You're unsatisfied with that.
All right, the court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the charge and counsel.
You're asking for these, and Mr. Holt been in custody of the Wayne County prison jail system since the 12th of November. Today is now the 26th, I do believe. In any event, it's been there for 2 weeks. This is an extremely minor incident. Mr. Holt does have some mitigating circumstances. I think the court now is aware of that. He wasn't going in there to hurt anybody. He was looking for assistance for himself. He admitted that he did not have permission to be there. That he may have caused somewhat of a scene, but he didn't hurt anybody. He didn't try to steal anything. He didn't threaten anybody. Nothing like that. That's one of the challenges in this life. Keeping him in jail any longer is only going to my mind, exacerbate his problems and to nobody's benefit. I ask the court to simply sends him to the time that he's already served, and due to his financial situation, the court will consider waiving fines and costs as well.
May I just say one thing? I just wanted to say to the judge, like, if you just like give me this one chance, I'm not gonna come back to I'm not gonna be back in court for like anything I'll make this my last time. If you can hear me out on that, that's all I wanted to say, Your Honor.
Okay. Sir, I recall in in the police report, something about you thought you were at the hospital at St. Mary's in Livonia. That seems to be a little bit of a
No,
bit of a distance from where you're at.
I had requested to go there. Yeah, I requested to go there when they showed up. I didn't think that I was there. I don't know if that's what you said.
No, I didn't say it was it's not what I said. I was just wondering, if you, what that all entailed. And if you thought you were there or whatnot. So, okay.
Yeah, I was just in a bit of a panic because like I got robbed, like I said.
And so did you make a police report about that at any point, sir?
Did I?
Yes.
No.
Okay. All right. And so, sir, prior to this, were you working?
No, I've been out of work for a while. I have a few friends that I'm trying to get with to be able to start some work. Last summer I worked with my dad. I was living with him, so that's the last time I was attending working.
Okay, and so where do you work otherwise? Or where do you live otherwise?
I'm currently homeless, but like I have a few friends that'll be able to help me out. So that's my plan at least.
And do you have any other pending matters, sir?
No, not that I know of, no.
What about your matter in Plymouth from October?
I received some mail for like a payment plan. So I'm gonna stay on top of that.
Well, if you're not working, how are you going to pay, sir?
Well, I'd already discussed with them that we were gonna work out a payment plan. They sent me like a piece of mail. I haven't had the opportunity to open this piece of mail yet, but like I was gonna go from there and like be able to get like a job set up pretty soon, but I can't really do that like while I'm here. But like I said, I have a few friends that'll be able to get me like started pretty quickly.
Okay, so sir, here's what I'm going to say. So where do those friends reside?
Like Lincoln Park area?
Not in Wyandotte, correct?
No, not mine.
Good. The court's going to order 15 days jail, credit for 15 days. You're not to return to the city of Wyandotte.
The whole city?
That's correct, sir.
Okay. But one thing about that, I have property like in the Wyandotte police department though.
Well, with the exception of that.
Okay. They thank you.
Have a good day. I'll suspend fines and costs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.